Hi guys, my name is Nora. Today I'm at Footshop office and I'm going to show you how the day of Footshop's head designer Petra looks like. Let's go. Can you give me a quick introduction of who you are and what you do at Footshop, although I believe everyone should know already?
Yeah, so my name is Petra, and I'm a private label designer and also in charge of the collabs. So that's my job.
A lot of work. Perfect. I would like to see how your workday goes. Could you show me around and take me through?
Yeah, sure, I can take you on a tour for the whole day, basically.
All right, perfect. And what's the plan for today?
So we're gonna start with checking out some samples that arrived just this morning. That's like the best part of the day, and then we have a meeting about some deadlines for the next collections, and then I'm gonna be designing some backpacks, which is gonna be fire.
Perfect. The day sounds back. I'm really curious about the samples. Can we check them out?
Yeah, for sure. The box is just right there.
All right, let's go. All right, Petra. So give me a sneak peek. What's inside the box?
So these are going to be the samples for our big new collection with Bianca Adam, one of our best influencers in Romania. And I'm extremely excited because this collection is super funky. It's a bit different from what we do usually, and I'm really excited how it turned out.
Okay, just show us.
Let's see. Gotta be careful not to break the clothes.
Ooh, all right, all right. That's a lot of clothes. So what's inside? Let's go piece by piece.
We got actually several different tryouts for a sweater because it's gonna be the most interesting part of the collection. See, it's all gonna be like torn up and like ragged with like these super funky colors. All green, love that. It's very cropped, very wide.
All right, that's a new thing. That's a new thing for Footshop for sure.
Yeah. So and then we got different options. This is a heavier option with a bit more brighter colors. So again, this is extremely heavy. So love it. This one is lighter. It's also pretty nice. So we need to, when we see the samples, we need to always like measure it up. I tried on a couple of people around the office so that I can see the fit. I'm gonna try something on you, by the way.
Perfect.
And then we take all the measurements, we see like how the different colors look, and then we choose the best, and then we make like a feedback, and then we push it to the production.
All right, and how does the process look like? Like you create the design, find the suppliers, the manufacturers, you send them the design, and then they send samples. You pick one that you like the most, and then it goes to the production.
Yeah, basically you got it pretty right. I'm impressed. So how it starts is that we make a tech pack, which is a very detailed document. I'm going to show you the document later on about the design. Basically, nothing is up to the producer's imagination, like, so we have all the measurements, all the colors by Pantone, all the materials and everything. And then we have the samples, which is just always just buy one piece. Samplers are pretty expensive, so for example, you see this one sweater. To make the sweater, it costs like $150. And then you have to ship it. So we have to be very careful about like how much we produce. But we also want to have like different samples to choose from.
All right, that's for the sweaters. They're so cool. Show me what's next.
So then we got t-shirts, which are gonna be like with this effect, which has like different color dyes going around. Super cool effect. Very heavy t-shirt, cool print. Here we tried something different. This is called air blowing. So basically you have this like machine where you put the dye and you just like spray it all over it. And then we have got another different effect, which is basically like a dye with a little bit of the pigment inside of it, but it's more soft. So here's like the t-shirts.
Are you already decided on which t-shirt you're gonna make?
This soft one. This one is pretty cool. It was a cool experiment, but it's too strong for me, I would say. This
All
one
right.
should be better. Here we got a cap. The cap had a very long story because it was very difficult to create like this embroidery that goes all over from the back to the front so that you have everything continuous. You see how those like all little things come along? That took a lot of sampling. That took a lot of sampling, but at the end it's got like this super, super cool style. Like the flowers go like to the front. And then we got a hoodie. Pretty cool with wash effect. with like flowers that go down. It's very heavy. Again, I'm a sucker for heavy fabrics.
What's on the back of the hoodie?
The back of the hoodie is like,
Oh yeah, that's blank, but there's something on the sleeve though.
yeah, because it's got a, so there is like this quote for the whole collection that's called "Hug your homies, pets and plants."
All right.
So yeah, so that's what you gotta do, man.
All right, cool. I don't know. I've never hugged my plants though.
You don't? I did it yesterday.
Do you hug your plants?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I mean, they need love. They need to grow.
All right, all right, all right. Let's just continue. I see one more piece, and this one's really exciting. Show us.
Yeah, so this is our first denim piece
First ever denim piece.
ever in Footshop. So, and it's in the collaboration with Bianca Adams, so it's gotta be funky, right? So we got like these like green elements. We got like different prints, different places here. And then in the back, again, you have this quote that I told you. And it's unisex, so we got this like thing that makes it like more narrow for the girlies.
Yeah, this is pretty good detail. I really like this,
I love that. And it fits me, so.
and I believe it will fit me. All right, so that's all for the samples. What's now? What's next?
So I gotta run to the meeting with my colleague Beatka. We need to figure out some deadlines for the collections.
Can we run together?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. We have arrived to your meeting spot, so could you walk me through what it is about and what I'm looking at?
Yeah, so this is basically our like usual working space, and this is the most important part of our work. It's the board where we have all the drops lined up by month, obviously, and this is year 2024 for Footshop.
All right, 2024. So what can we be looking for this year?
So obviously, this has been already all done. Last one was this jersey. And
Oh, yeah?
then we're planning some top secret shit. And obviously, we are going to be discussing like how are the deliveries coming up. For example, this I already showed you. This was the samples.
All right.
And you can see it's going to be very, very soon. So we need to organize the production like today. You hear me? And we need to be on top of that. And then we've got some collabs, some cool collections coming up. And yeah, I think it's gonna be really exciting half of a year.
All right, perfect. I see a lot of clothes coming up, and I know what they are. And no teasing today, right?
No, I don't feel like that.
All right, so no teasing today, but this is so hot. I mean,
This one, the camera they cannot see it, but this one, man, gotta be fun.
this one's gonna be fire, yeah, for sure. So I'm just gonna leave you to your meeting, and I'm just gonna sit here and watch what's going on.
Okay.
Meeting is done. Unfortunately, no teasing this time, or maybe a little bit of teasing because I see something here. So, what's this part of your work, and can you describe it a little bit?
So that's the next thing I'm gonna be working on today. I made some designs for backpacks, and we want to still drop them this year. So we are rushing to make the sample production now, and that means creating all the tech packs for them and all the information that I told you before. Remember?
Yes, yes, of course I do.
I will show you how that works.
All right, and can you show me also some designs of the backpacks?
Sure, for sure. So easily, the design starts like this. Well, first of all, it starts like this. It's just a list of what I want to produce with some notes. And then I basically take like a piece of paper, it's some whatever junk paper that I find, and I just draw it with like tons of notes. And this is like the backpack. So that's the design of it. I think like no I think nobody literally can like understand it, but then for me it's enough, so like I can work on that. And then I go to Photoshop and then I make a proper mock-up for this. Then I go to Photoshop and I make like a proper mock-up of this. For me, it's like really important to have like a really realistic one. So I like really pay attention to like have all the stitching with all like the, I don't know, like loose yarns or whatever, like crooked bags and stuff. So from the mock-up, you basically see like how it's supposed to look at the final production.
All right. I have one more question. How does the mockup work? Like, do you create it on your own? Like, do you paint it, or do you make the shape, or how does it work? I have no idea.
Oh my god, that's like Photoshop magic you need to learn. It's like for years and years. But I basically start with like some random backpack shape, like a photo, which is like sufficient enough. But then I use like liquid tools, lasso, painting, drawing, like, and I basically redo it all and like make it to my own liking. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so and then I finished the mock-up. We decide that we want to make it because it's like it looks fire, and then we go to spec sheets or like to tech packs, however you call them, I don't care. Which is like this like document with all of the information. So basically, you start with like measurements, and you have measurements for like literally fucking everything, you know. So it's like all the small details, how big it is. So the production can know exactly how to make it, and then you go like piece by piece the details. Like this is details only about one pocket, so you can
All
see,
right.
yeah.
So it's basically so they don't mess it up.
So that they know exactly what to do. So basically, you don't want them to be creative.
Yeah. All right. All right. Perfect.
Well, the thing is, we want them to be creative at a very specific time. For example, when we have the tags on our clothes stitched, so you can see each of them is stitched differently. So that's when we tell them, like, okay, like you can be creative here, just do whatever you want. But everything else is made like to our liking.
All right. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to do before I ask you the questions I have prepared?
You know what? I'm wondering, what size are you?
I'm large.
Okay, that's great because we actually need to some fitting model for today for the samples that I showed you.
Perfect. And can I keep some samples?
Let's see how they fit you first. I really love the color Anya.
Yeah.
It is a bit tight Anya.
A little bit short.
It's more an M size.
You don't have anything bigger, right?
Okay, so this is the second one. Already fits you better. Already.
This one fits better. It's heavier, so it feels better. And I think I could wear this. Let me find a mirror and let me see. Well, I still think this is more like a medium, although like if it was a little bit longer and maybe wider, it would be perfect. But I still like it, and I believe I could wear it. So I think I'll just leave.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna call this M size because it definitely doesn't fit like an L on you.
For sure.
But it's gonna be a really nice chunky M.
But I can still keep it, right?
No.
Damn. Never mind. It's 4:30 p.m. We've spent the whole day with you designing, sampling, meetings, and all of that. It's pretty interesting. Your work is pretty interesting. And last thing I have is I want to ask you a few questions about your work. So, you ready?
Yeah, for sure.
The thing that interests me as the first is like, what's the most interesting part of your job, or what do you like the most to do?
Honestly, I like the designing part the most. Unfortunately, it's also like one of the smallest part of my work. So I really treasure the moments when I get to do that.
All right. Continuing on this wave, what's your least favorite thing to do, or what you really hate but you have to do it?
Feedbacking the samples. It's a lot of nitty gritty work. You need to check all the measurements. You need to write it like to the producers for them, like they need to understand the feedback, and it's grueling sometimes.
All right, I can imagine. Next thing I'm really curious is what's the collection or piece that you enjoyed the most working on under the Footshop label? That's a tough one, right?
That is a tough one. But honestly, recently, I'm really happy how this turned out. Not only because of the design, but because it really struck the whole community of Footshop. Like everybody was just crazy about it. We were voting, we were talking about the designs. Everybody bought it. They all wear it. So that's what I really like about it. When like even the people in Footshop get like fever about it, you know.
Yeah, I gotta admit, the design is beautiful. We went to Berlin, we had a lot of fun. So shout out to Adidas, shout out to Petra for designing it. Next question I have is where you get the inspiration from?
Oh man, I mean, if you go to my Instagram, I follow like 3,000 accounts. So majority is just like staying up to date with all of the producers and designers and like all of the little like creative people and just watch and watch and watch and watch like never ending story. And then honestly, the best design when I do it is like when I'm just not stressed time wise. When I have the time for it, you know, and you can like get into your space and just do it. So just like a bit of a free mind, you know. So that's the key.
All right, thank you. Next thing I'm really interested in is how did you end up at this job? Like, what did you study, and how's your like career path towards like being the head designer of Footshop?
Well, that was a long journey. I'm gonna try to make it short. Obviously, I studied fashion design. That was the key.
Where?
In Milan.
Damn, Milan,
Yeah, my master.
real deal.
Yeah, and my first job was in Milan too. So I started as a designer there for like proper like you know ready to wear brand, not like streetwear. But then honestly, I was just like a bit upset that I'm designing stuff that I don't wear because I don't wear dresses, I don't wear like shirts and stuff. So for me, it was more like okay, so I should like get into the community of like people who really like wear what I wear and then start to design there. And also, it was quite natural for me to really want to follow also the production process and everything because that's like why I think like good design is good because you know all of the technical details, you know all of the like materials, all the washes and everything. So when I followed the production, I gained much more understanding of like what you can do with the garments and how they become really interesting and high quality. So that's why I got into production, and because of that, I'm here in Footshop because I can do kind of both. So I think that's what you like, guys, here.
Yeah, and you do it really good. I enjoy wearing your designs, like you can see. And we do a lot of collaborations in Foodshop. Is there any collaboration that is like dream for you?
Um,
Whether it would be brand or artist?
I do have a dream collab.
Tell me.
It's IKEA. I know it sounds weird, but I mean the connection with like something that's outside of streetwear and is as huge and is as impactful on like everybody's life. That's a dream come true for me.
I kind of didn't expect this to to be your dream collaboration, but like, come on, like Foodshop IKEA, that would be crazy.
I mean, Virgil did it right.
Virgil did it, Demna did it, kinda. So yeah, I get it.
All the good news.
All the good names, all the best names. All right. Can you tell us something about the future of Foodshop label, and anything like specific? Can you give us something that we can look forward in like next 6 months to year?
Yeah, so just tonight after I finish here, I go to a meeting with one artist. It's a Czech artist, really really cool one, and I'm gonna be checking out his new designs for our collection. So I'm really excited about that, and that's gonna drop pretty soon too. I think in like 2 months or something like that. So wish me luck that everything goes well. But I like the guy is really talented, and we gave him like proper like freedom in his designs. So I trust that it's gonna be cool.
All right. Good luck. And one more thing I want to ask: what's the most difficult thing or garment, like in general? What's the most difficult to design?
Shoes are tough, man, because they have very high standards, especially here in Footshop. People are very very tough on the design, and they're so small but they're so packed with like many different things, and there's so much story behind it. So if you don't know what you're doing, it's basically like you cannot succeed.
All right, all right. I kind of expected it, but still interesting. You have recently designed two sneakers under the Foodshop brand. Uh, how did you enjoy it? And like, do you have the favorite of those two, or do you love them the same?
I mean, that's an interesting question. If I have a favorite, I gotta say I might prefer the Botas collab just for the sake of like them giving us still freedom with the design, so we could like make it a bit more like proper food shop, like really like distressed and everything. As per me enjoying it, I enjoyed both of them because as I said, like designing sneakers is a really like the gem of designing. So basically it took a lot of time took a lot of detailing, but that's why I'm here, and I really, really enjoyed it, honestly. And the outcome itself is like, mwah. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree with you with the Boltas that we had freedom. I love the sneakers. We have them in 5 colorways. If you still don't own a piece, I believe there is still a few sizes available online. That same thing goes for our Adidas collaboration. Few sizes still online. Go get your pair. You won't regret. Unique, limited, premium, all you need.
So if I understand correctly, yours favorite is Adidas.
No, no, no. I also like the Botas a little bit more because of the like they scream Footshop, you know, with the distressing and everything. I really enjoy them, and I like the silhouette, the shape of the shoe. I have both Adidas and Botas. I wear them both, but I incline more towards Botas than Adidas, and also it's like more unique collaboration than Adidas. Adidas is just a huge giant, and this is like niche local thing, and that's what I enjoy about it. So as I said, go get your pair right now.
My man, I appreciate it. Thanks.
For sure, for sure. So I guess that's it for me. What I wanted to ask. Thank you so much for showing us around, for showing us design. Let me try samples. I'm kind of sorry I didn't get the key one, but like life is life. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.